We back. It's been my foot.
Yeah.
Interesting sock choice, but I'm not gonna judge you. What does it say? Beer.
It says beat.
Root.
I can't remember what it says. Something about working out because I'm an athlete. But anyway.
Alright, we're back. The Blakamoto and Oscar show. See at the bottom, yeah? Oh my god. Why would you?
I saved a bit.
Let's get into it.
First of all, first topic. Did Izzy and Jon prearrange a meet, or did they literally bump into each other?
No, so this is what I heard. Izzy, I think was hungry, had some food, wanted to gamble a little bit before going to bed, and then he goes to the casino floor. There's like a little bar somewhere, and he was about to sit down and didn't know Jon was even next to him. So this is Jon and Jon's lawyer, but that wasn't arranged. Of course, it wasn't going to be arranged. Like,
yeah, no, but
no way.
But I mean, just the odds of like bumping into the guy.
Yeah, so I'm in bed naked, and Ike, Izzy's head of security, is like, I've got a movie plot for you or something. Oh, there's a backstory to it, but it fucking doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ike is just sending me all these photos and of like Izzy and Jon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on right now?
It was funny to me that, you know how in MMA you'll see like two guys have a horrible rivalry and then years later they'll make up and everyone likes to see the make up. I think Izzy and Jon is the only time I've seen the like, oh look at them, they're friends, that's cool, when they never even fought.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But I guess it was so much.
There was, because they said some heated shit and it got serious. So, but it was just interesting to me, like, it was like, oh, people are happy that they made up when they didn't even fight. It was like, but it was probably the biggest story in MMA on International Fight Week.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I was in bed and then when Izzy got back to his room, because I wanted to go get some videos of him so we could get the video done. But we talked about it and it was like, I'm like, did you guys squash your beef? He was like, yeah, instantly. Because like, we're both fans of each other, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you could. I thought that when they were doing their little touch sparring, like, you know, armchair psychologist here, I thought Izzy was like taking it as like very fun and jokey, and Jon was too. But Jon was like kind of.
They would have both had an element of fun and seriousness in there.
No, but when Izzy did the eye poke, like, Jon didn't react at all. I was like,
he laughed at it. He laughed.
But I thought that it's probably. Because they'll likely never fight, like even if you look at the fucking size of the pair of them now, like Jon's so much bigger, they'll never fight. It probably is cooler that those two are friendlier than not, right? Because I think Jon's journey is probably nearly done, and Izzy's still in the centre of his, and I think it's just cool to see one guy pass the torch to another guy, and then one day Izzy will pass the torch to another guy.
I feel like, I don't know, because like looking at the reactions of the MMA community and the comments on the video, like, I think it's got like 6,000 comments now.
Yeah.
I don't know, it felt like we were like, I don't know, healing people's wounds or something. I don't know, the comments people were like talking about, you know, how much they were like enjoying it, how much they were smiling watching the video.
I think there's an element of like, first of all, both of them are two of the biggest stars in the sport. So it's like, if Jon and Cormier squashed it, which by the way, is not going to fucking happen.
Why?
Because I know one of those people don't like feel like squashing it anytime soon. But if like that would be massive too, right? Because those are two big names in the sport. Like, but Jon and Izzy was just. I think also it came out of nowhere, right? Like
it was completely by chance. Like, there's no way those two were DMing each other.
No, for sure. Well, that's like people used to say about when like Conor and Nate threw shit at each other at the press conference. I remember people like, oh, did they organise that? It's like, yeah, those two are like DMing each other all the fucking time. What are you talking about? You know, like so. It was cool to see. It's cool to see, and it's like interesting. Jon's in town.
Why is it interesting?
Well, he's not scheduled to be at UFC X, and he's not cornering anybody.
This is true. Maybe he just came for the festivities.
Yeah.
He went to an art gallery. One of the ring girls was doing a.
I saw that with pretty fun. Yeah. It's so funny because Izzy kind of got off lightly, really.
Got off lightly how?
Well, this day last year when Jon attended a UFC Hall of Fame ceremony.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No, but it was good, and like he's had the moment with Pereira, the airport, or like everything after the rematch as well.
Yeah.
Now those two, like, I guess they weren't really.
I've used this line with your brother a lot because he's used it, so I've stolen it and used it back. Like, life is a movie sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it is like
fucking
mad. Like, you sit down to play a game of pokies or whatever, and like your nemesis is there. It's just like,
because the final one is just two Plessis.
Yes, your African brother,
our cousin.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been nice. No, yeah, I really liked how it just brought the whole community together and how everyone's like responding to it and
I
love it and so on. And even Macy is he in Albuquerque? You never know.
That'd be fucking really cool, dude. It is funny though because I do also think John is a bit like a wolf, where like he's like friendly, and then he might just like attack you because he's an insane person. Like I can imagine him sparring with Israel landing something good, and then John just being like, but this is a good little thought exercise. John and Izzy's the latest one. Give me the top 3 MMA rivalries that you would like to see a picture of the two lads like making up or being cool with.
I think it's making out.
No, maybe like making like squash and beef.
I've got a couple. Rivalries. I was gonna say.
Connor's got about 5.
I don't know. I've never really
like. So
I've never. Yeah, I know like what you're asking about. Like thinking about it now, I've never really.
So for example, like if I saw a picture of Max and Alex,
didn't have beef.
No, but there was a like it was.
It was a rivalry, but it's not like.
But if it was them like arm round, I'd be like, that's okay.
Because they've always been cordial. They've always been.
But
like,
if you saw 2 people training together. You'd be like,
training together.
Like Izzy and Alex training together would be
cool,
like fucking legit.
John.
If Connor and Aldo trained together, that'd be pretty legit. Like,
see, Connor's the one that's the craziest stuff because Connor will give Aldo his flowers and whatnot, and then a couple months later, will tweet some fucking shit.
No, Connor and Aldo are cool. It's Connor and all the others.
No, but Connor has given Aldo his flowers, and then sometimes it also slides him. I've seen,
but Aldo it's because Aldo ran it back first.
Oh, did he? Okay. I don't know. I've never really. I've always. I like beef.
Yeah, me too.
Because bad blood is good business.
Like that time in Perth when we were hammered, David was just insanely racist.
No, I was not being racist. I was just being very descriptive. Oh, that was not racist. I was just
discriminatory.
Not discriminatory. I was impersonating. Maybe no, it was not racism. No, come on. Nah, but main event of the prelims.
It's Robbie Lawler, Nicky Price.
Yes. And then how was the speech at the Hall of Fame?
I don't think he went either.
He went. I'm pretty sure he did a speech.
I wasn't there. I didn't watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. Robbie's such a quiet guy.
Yeah,
it's a shame that he felt like he couldn't even talk about his retirement because he felt like he's tooting his own horn. It was like, you're not tooting your own horn.
His media day was the longest media day he's ever done.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. But he was just like, I would rather not tell anyone about it. He's just like, it's a bit like, from Mice and Men. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Alright, well there's a smart one and then there's a guy with severe learning difficulties who kills.
You're not about to compare Lawler to a person with severe learning.
No, I wasn't going to go that far, but he's just like a simple man who kills things. Like he kills the rabbit and he goes, I squeeze it so hard. It's like kind of like that. Like he just goes, yeah, I wouldn't bite him, but I'd headbutt him and I'd like to hurt him that way. It's like, yeah, he's just a simple guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just saying,
it's a good comparison.
I wanted to be. Yeah, he shouldn't feel like he's tooting his own horn after being in the game since he was 19.
Yeah,
forever. He's been the wars. We've fucking given half his life to us.
Everyone says the room. I'm going to give you a controversial take right now.
Oh, I know where you're going, and it's not even sounding good already.
The Rory McDonald fight is overrated.
Not how?
I think his fight with Carlos Condit is a better fight.
No. It is, mate. No. Because the storyline of the fight, Carlos Condit fight was a war back and forth. They left it all out there. They left it all out there.
People think that Rory McDonald fight is better because they had a face-off that looked hardcore.
No, because the ebb and flow of that fight was even different.
I'm going to rewatch it.
How could you even forget it?
Connor fought after, and that was more important.
Yeah, but I've gone back and watched it 10 plus times.
I think it was too slow paced at the beginning. Mark Hunt, Bigfoot Silva is a better fight.
Yeah, that was that. That was a big war. That was a war.
Yeah. I mean, that will be even, I'd say. But I'm saying the storyline of the fight, you know, how, you know, what's his name was winning?
Rory.
Rory was winning, and, you know...
He's a Hall of Famer now. What's his name?
I'm spacing out and shit. Rory was winning, and then Robbie came to finish him in the end, and how close Rory was, and the damage he took, and I mean, like... Robbie's lip, oh my god, the stare down, you can't just brush over the stare down and say it was a fucking stare down.
Rory was never the same.
Put your dirty ass slots on my beard. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? Every time you move your fucking foot around.
Yeah, man, it's been a busy week.
It smells like unwashed ass.
Okay.
On your toes.
No, I can't fit him up there. Main card. Bo Nickel versus Val someone.
I gave him a fist bump and a good luck at the PI this evening.
He wore a very cool outfit to the presser.
Oh, did it?
Looks a bit like Eddie Murphy.
Have you watched any of this guy's period? So this guy's making his debut, yeah?
Yeah, but 7-0.
7-0? Have you watched any of his fights?
No.
Oh, I probably should go have a look, actually.
Well, consider you're a real journalist and I'm not, you know.
Well, I'm planning on watching his fights, I've just not had the chance to yet. Is he... Oh, sorry, we can't even talk about a specialty or whatnot. Is he like a striker? Is he a grappler? I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's MMA fights. Fights MMA.
Yeah, no fucking fights MMA, but what's his fucking... I'm gonna fucking slap you.
He's like, he mixes it up, mixes all this.
Ah! What? Is he like... Oh, my brand new couch.
Lick it.
Fuck you! It's a floor suck! Suck it up, cunt!
No.
Suck it up!
No.
I'll grab you by the hair and make you suck it up and suck it up.
Do not touch the back of my head while I suck this.
Suck it.
I knew you were fucking gonna do it. Cunt!
You're used to that, eh?
So predictable.
My name's Oscar!
That's so funny to you. That's a height of comedy, is it?
Yeah. Look at you. Wipe all the cum off your face.
Okay.
No judgment though. Do you, boo boo? Okay, main card.
Bo Nickel, Val, go. Talk to me, bitch.
I feel like, you know, the UFC wants to build up Bo. I thought the last matchup was going to be a layup, but anything can happen.
He's the biggest favourite in UFC history. More than when Cyborg beat up that fucking homeless lady.
This is true. It's true. Bo will likely win, but I'm definitely going to have a parlay with him losing because of the odds.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, you run
and just fucking pray the hype train fucking derails. But yeah, Bo, very skilled. Looks like he's putting it all together well.
Next up, Danny Boy, Jalin Turner.
Dan versus Jalin. Oh my god, the stress. It's not even an Izzy fight week, so I'm not like, you know, stressed 24/7. But I know that when fight night comes, it's gonna be fucking. Oh my god. I hear good things. Dan feels like everything is coming together.
He's saying all the right things, even off camera.
I believe Dan when he talks a lightweight, but because even Izzy makes jokes. When, you know, Dan says, you know, things that featherweight, you know, oh yeah, I feel great, what? No,
well, that's when I said to Dan, I was like, how's the cut going? He was like, oh yeah, not bad. I mean, it's not...
Oh yeah, so what he says, yeah.
He's like, oh, I can't compare it to featherweight, it's nothing. I was like, you told me featherweight was easy, but I told all of you it was easy.
That's a funny guy.
He's like, you all believe me.
I mean, yeah, Jalin seems like a nice guy too. I mean, the striking, they both have long reach, they're both tall for the
very
division. I feel like it's going to be a tactical fight, like chess match.
One thing I'm hoping is, not hoping because I'm unbiased. One thing I'm thinking is, Dan has fought everything before, right? Jaden's probably never fought someone as long as him before. So, you know, in a weird comparison, like when Jon Jones fought Gustafsson the first time, he couldn't really work it out.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jaden's going to struggle, like, oh, this guy, I can't get him with the usual entries because this guy's as long as me. And I think there's probably an element of, like, you know, calf kicks, baby.
Like, Jalin says he went to Thailand. He was in Thailand, did some training at Hamzat.
He said he'd been to Dubai and did training.
Oh, to Dubai, yeah.
Yeah, and he basically, without saying it, said he got murdered, so...
Yeah, that's all that.
Yeah.
I mean, we hope our boy wins, obviously. But yeah, I mean, there's no easy fights in lightweight.
It's not an easy fight, but if Dan wins, it proves what he's been saying, that he's still one of the best in the world. So.
And that everything is coming together because he was like saying, he's not even been at CKB that long.
Yeah, and
the last 4 years, he's no longer a gym owner, head coach. There's no more pandemic bullshit.
Yeah,
and he's got a manager now to I feel like a whole bunch of distractions and bad luck with the COVID and whatnot.
I think this is the time where it all comes together, or it doesn't, right? But I think this is where it comes together.
Yeah, let's hope.
Rob, I believe. Whittaker versus your
Dricus,
one true king.
No.
Dricus du Plessis.
Dricus, the white African. I like Rob's mentality going into his fight. Why don't you go like Cirque du Soleil, see fucking Dricus and all?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If this had happened, would any part of you found this funny? If Dricus did like a Zoom interview and just set his background as the safari or something like that, would that have been funny?
I'd laugh, yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I like a good laugh.
He did a good impassioned speech. I actually liked his speech yesterday where he said, "I'm prepared to lose a limb and take it off and beat this guy with it and make this the last."
You do a good accent. I'll give you that.
Last fight of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you may lose a limb, but I don't. But yeah.
2 nostril Dricus.
Yeah.
Because even if you watch his fight where he plays,
2 ends.
It's like 2 ends.
He's got 2 nostrils.
2 ends. But yeah, I like Rob's mentality, because even though everyone is thinking Rob is just gonna wash this guy, Rob is like, that makes Dricus even more dangerous. He's got nothing to lose.
I feel like Rob's a real serious dude, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's like approaching the fight mentally the right way.
Correct.
Which makes fucking the percentage of Rob winning even fucking higher. Even though it's not even.
Izzy says he's manifesting a first round win for Dricus.
Yeah,
he better be manifesting that pretty hard.
Yeah, we all are.
Because I have a theory. People don't realise how quick Sydney is after this card.
9 weeks.
It's 9 weeks. You can say what you want about Dricus. He's gonna probably land something at some point. And I don't think Rob's the kind of guy to take a camp beaten up for his last chance to beat Izzy. I think Strickland might fucking jump the line.
Strickland's coach and team already said that after Strickland's last fight, they're keeping his weight low. He'll be jumping right back into camp. If they don't fight Izzy, they'll be back up.
I think he's jumping the line.
Because then Rob knows he's next. You know if Rob wins and he's
well, there's also if Dricus wins,
Dricus!
He knows. He knows. If Dricus wins, he knows fuck, I have a chance at Izzy right now. I've got to take it, right?
Oh yeah.
Whereas Rob wins, Rob's like, listen, I fucking beat everyone else. I'm gonna get the shot. I'll get it when I can. Yeah. So Rob won't be as inclined. So I think there's a chance for Sean Strickland to jump over here.
Yeah.
Unless Dricus wins. So Izzy's gonna be there in attendance.
Yes.
Is he going to be doing the thing like
on face off?
When Dricus stands there, is he going to be like, give me your energy,
give me your whiteness?
But wait, Izzy seems to be about moments. I think he'd get in the cage for a face off if it was Dricus, not if it was Rob.
Yeah. If the vibes are right, I'd say yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think wins?
This is, everyone has a storyline. Rob's has an 80%, 90% chance to win. I mean, so if we're gonna go by skill set and this, that, and the third, Rob. Yeah, I mean, fucking. It's not
I feel like Rob's gonna, and no disrespect, but I feel like it could look like Marvin Vittori, where Rob beat the piss out of him for 15 minutes. Because I think Dricus is tough.
He is tough, yeah.
And I think he's kind of one of those guys.
Even when it comes to if he beats the fuck out of him, his legs are gonna be banged up. He's gonna.
Yeah, I think Dricus.
He needs an early finish if he wants to do the whole Sydney thing.
And he doesn't really early finish anyone.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
He went to decision with Darren. He went to decision with Jared. He beats people up.
Yeah. I guess people in the middleweight have good chins too. Because fuck me, Vittori.
Vittori is obviously not from this world.
Jesus Christ. Some of those shots where you would watch a replay and a fighter would be boom and then I just roll to the back of your head. Vittori is just boom, let me shake it off. And I'm here. I was like, wow.
Vittori's too angry to be knocked out.
I was actually rooting for Vittori. I became more of a fan of Vittori after that fight.
I like Vittori.
He's my champion.
He's your champion. Dricus is your champion.
No, Vittori.
Okay.
Italiano.
Arrivederci! And then co-main, Brandon Moreno versus Pantoja.
Love Moreno. Pantoja is a fucking... I guess I can talk shit about Pantoja. You ain't gonna beat me up. He's fucking flyweight.
Yeah,
What the fuck you gonna do, Pantoja?
Yeah, get it.
Stand up, take us out.
No, this is getting active. What's wrong with Pantoja? I think Pantoja...
No, I don't like Pantoja because after Moreno's last fight, me and Pantoja was backstage. Like, Pantoja was all up in Moreno's face. Like, when are we fighting? I want a date. And it's like, what the fuck? They can't just fucking fought.
Yeah.
I
agree with that. That was shitty.
That was so out of line.
Now, I also think this, like, the betting line has Brandon as the favourite.
Is it close?
Huh?
Is it close?
Not that close, like minus 100 to minus 180 or something like that.
Yeah.
But, plus 180. But I think what's interesting is, like, Brandon lost to him, but Brandon didn't just lose to him. Like, both times, Brandon kind of got the fuck kicked out of him.
And he got cut from cut, and then got cut from UFC.
Yeah, and I know that Brandon has obviously improved, and I think...
Leaps and bounds.
Championship makes you something like that. But Pantoja hasn't just been sitting fingering his arsehole. Like, he's obviously going to get better too. I think...
Yeah, but I feel like Pantoja, so who has increased their skill set as a whole, other areas that were lacking, Moreno, I think has done that in leaps and bounds. Pantoja still likes, his grappling heavy approach and submissions. And
I actually have a theory that the crowd tomorrow will be very Mexican heavy. I think because Brandon's there, I think that leads us nicely onto our main event, Yair versus Alex.
That's right, Mexicano.
And I think Alex might get a few boos, man. Even though he's a fucking
he's used to it.
cool fucking dude.
Yeah, ain't nothing new to him. He's used to it. He uses it as a fuel.
Alex versus Yair, like, you would say, if you booked this fight 2 years ago, you'd be like, Alex is just going to run through him, like Frankie did back in the day. But I think Yair really showed like a literal like night and day improvement in his fights against Max, even though he lost. Then Brian, and then Emmett. He looks to be a different fighter. Now, I think Alex is still like... The way Yair wins is if Alex didn't prepare properly because he had his eyes on but Alex is a fucking psychopath who will prepare.
Get your shit-stained feet off my sheets.
But you know what I mean? Like that, I think the fact is Alex will prepare properly and...
Oh, yeah.
It's a great fight.
Alex is meticulous in preparation, and I think they have a good... I feel like, yeah, if Alex can just stifle Yair first 3 rounds, make it...
Yeah, I believe if Alex can stifle him for 3 rounds, Yair...
Just take away that explosiveness, you know what I mean?
Breaks.
Make him break, not break, but it will slow him down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Yair's one of the most dangerous fighters out of that weight class, but his danger decreases by a significant percentage each round, right? In the same way, like a hard-hitting puncher would lose power. So I think for Alex, it's
Alex is strong. You get it from Islam.
Yeah, and then I also like the fact that like when Whittaker does a media day, he always says, "Mate, my life doesn't go past this Saturday night."
Yeah, and
that's cool, Rob. But obviously, you must have thought past this Saturday night. You're a human being. Alex is like, I'm going to beat this guy, then I'm going to do this. I fucking love it when a guy stakes his position. I think that's awesome. Izzy does it too.
Alex will do that, but he won't overlook anyone.
No, but that's like he can chew fucking chewing gum and walk at the same time. Yeah. Like it's impressive like that. So I think Alex will win. I do think it might turn out to be like a bit of an Ortega fight where it's like he's in danger a couple of times.
Yair is very dangerous. Just so explosive. Just so. I feel like it just comes down to distance management and then implementing his grappling. Like you never want to really be on the outside, especially if if we're talking about Volk has long arm reach, but leg reach just goes to Yair.
Yeah, and I think Yair's
the leg, he got a long leg.
And I think against Josh Emmett, who is like body stature not too.
Yeah, and Josh was just out there all day.
But you would say body wise, not too dissimilar to Volk. Body kicks all day from Yair, like just chewing his
But
body.
it's only if...
because he stood there. Yeah, one thing that's made me laugh this week is without saying it, Alex has basically been like, Josh Emmett is shit. Like he said, like he's like, listen, he didn't look good against him. That's not me. And he went, Yair did that against him. That ain't me. I ain't standing in front of you. I was like, yeah. So
Volk's fight IQ is incredibly high.
Yeah,
Incredibly high.
And then on to the Islam fight.
Yeah. I wonder if that happens or if they give it to the winner of BMF.
They won't give it to the winner. There's no chance someone in July 29th can turn around to October. After
It's like August, September, October.
Presumably the damage those two are going to do to each other.
True.
I think it goes.
Sure, yeah. I think if it's an early finish, then like, if someone gets, if Poirier or Gagey knock each other out,
Right, that's true, because then you got Charles. I think it's either Charles or Alex.
True. Oh, but I think if there's a first round KO in the BMF title fight, then that changes as well.
Maybe.
Or someone comes out clean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think. I don't know. Like,
there's also recency bias and there's
and that's like when Charles won, everyone was like, "Oh, he's getting the title," and I was like, "Well, fucking wait a month because Alex will fight next month, and if he steamrolls Yair, then he's getting it, you know." But I believe I have reason to believe
Charles beat Gaethje, yeah.
Yeah, he beat Gagey.
Yeah, right.
I have reason to believe they're going to be looking to announce some of the later year cards soon.
Yeah.
And so I suspect that the results of this Saturday will make announcements next week, like very quick. So.
True. Plus, there's no featherweight contender for Volk.
He did to Poirier.
Oh, that's right. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, but doesn't Ilya need one more? But they can give Ilya. Oh,
what are you going to give Max and then Max beats him up?
You can't give him Max. You can't give him Max.
No, Ilya can do. Just keep Ilya on. Like Ilya's going to wait for him. Like Ilya, you wait. He'll do that.
Ilya's going to wait till what? Fucking March next year? February?
Fuck it, just do it. You're getting a title shot. Either that. The only other fight you can have is Max, and Max.
Did Max in Spain?
Max murdered Arnold Allen, and he'll fucking murder you too. Like. Max Holloway's a bad motherfucker.
I know he is. I think Max says that. I don't know. Taporia seems to be like a very strong.
I thought Arnold Allen was going to be strong for Max, and Max just was like, no.
Arnold Allen's not really like a grappler like Ilya Taporia though.
Mate, who's out?
Because Ilya has more submissions and knockouts.
Who's out grappled Max? Conor McGregor. No, Volk beat him on the feet 3 times. Volk never really out grappled him.
Got takedown. Well, not out grappled.
Yeah, like grapple. Conor's the only one who did that.
Yeah,
torn ACL.
Doesn't count. Yeah, but I'm just saying because I was thinking like Taporia was a knockout machine. As well, I looked at his record and it's like.
He couldn't knock out Josh Emmett.
Huh?
He could not knock out Josh Emmett.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's
Emmett's
got more submissions and knockouts. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can't tap Alex. He's too stubborn to tap.
No, I'm talking about Max.
Max has never tapped. Max has never been off his feet.
Bro,
Ilya's not beating Max.
Is a hot prospect. I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is it's not a given.
Okay.
I love Max, but I'm just saying, I don't know.
Max has a tough fight against.
Taporia's been just very.
Max got a tough fight against Korean Zombie now to worry about. So
yeah, this is true. Kind of didn't get Taporia. We'll see what the UFC comes up with.
Okay, and for you, your next move. When are you next back in the state? Is your next big thing the September card?
What do you mean?
Well, your next like foray into MMA. What do you do? What plans have you got? Talk to me.
My personal plans?
No. Okay, who's gonna win? Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg?
Well, Zuckerberg, 100%.
Not a chance, bro.
Why?
Elon Musk is about 50 pounds heavier than him.
So Elon Musk doesn't fucking train.
Right.
Elon Musk is a CEO of like 6 companies. He ain't got time.
What Zuckerberg does is not training.
Yes, it is. It's a whole lot more than what Elon does.
He rolls around on the floor with people going nice.
No.
I'll fight the winner.
No, even regardless, he does a whole lot more than what Elon does. And Elon is CEO of like 6 companies.
Mate, fucking Meta is massive too.
Yeah, but like, you know, like the stories you hear, because Mark is like a family guy, he's got a wife, he does kids that do activities. Elon sleeps in his fucking offices, like, in the shit. Like,
yeah,
Elon's mind is not any, like...
Yeah, but Elon's gonna just sleep in a rash guard. He'll be fine.
No, 50 pounds of one, no. That's like saying just because some person is 50 pounds heavier than someone that, like, does some training, they could win. No, I'd say Elon's a troll. I'll say he's a troll at heart.
I think
he's an internet man.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna happen.
Think it'll happen?
I don't know. There's just
If it happens, Zuckerberg wins.
no. There's just a couple of things around it.
We're gonna see Zuckerberg on Sunday and Monday, and I'll tell you what I'll come back with feedback.
Okay.
I'll let you know what's up.
Okay. There's a couple of reasons why I think it's going to happen, because there are people close to them who should be able to talk about it that aren't talking about it. And for example, Georges St. Pierre training with Elon Musk, right? He was asked directly about Elon Musk's skills, and he fucking paused for 10 minutes and then answered, which makes me think he has an NDA. And you wouldn't have someone sign an NDA if they were training.
Or he saw how bad Elon was and didn't want
He
to
said he was stronger than the average human being.
Yeah, he's a big size guy. I mean, come on, that doesn't mean anything.
I
think he was just being nice.
I'll bet you $50 right now, if that fight happens, Elon Musk wins.
He's not gonna fucking win!
You all saw it here first.
He's not gonna fucking win!
And I want £50. English pounds.
I put these fucking 50 pound of nuts in your head.
Brilliant. That was... Saw that joke coming like a train down the tracks. Dick joke.
Look at my nuts.
We'll call it that.